Hello. Okay, so I've thoroughly cooked this mix, meaning I just, there's like loudness targets that are kind of common, and I'm attempting to make the mix before mastering, before adding the mastering plugin, have a certain level. And I finally got it there, but like, it just gives it a little more of a congested sound, I guess. So, yeah, it's an ongoing experiment. But what I'm doing right now, so I've got so many plugins on it, it's ridiculous. So I'm mixing down an instrumental version um, that I'll import vocals into, and then I can like cut the S's out of the backing vocals and stuff like that. Because there's just this session's too busy right now. And then the other thing that's killing me is still the opening guitar tone. So I'm gonna mess around, not playing different styles like I did before, but just seeing if I can get a better tone, you know. And then if I figure out what a good tone is, then you can replay it when you get home. And yeah, that's about it. Yesterday I did hi-hats. I recorded a couple different hi-hats to see what would sound better. Because I'm liking the kick and snare, so I just wanted to do a hi-hat. So there you go. Okay, so the way this works is you make a bounce and you drag it into a track, and it'll ask you if you want to use the tempo from it, and I'll say yes. And it also, for some reason, knows the markers too, so everything's there. So now I just got to go over here to what do I do anyway? I gotta go to, what do you do? Oh yeah, so I pressed F. I'm gonna go into my computer here and go to fuck, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna hold that thought. Okay, in this case I had a bookmark actually called Lily Songs, so I forgot that. So I'm gonna go in there and find, whoa. Oh, this is, okay, that's the wrong one. Never mind. Anyway, I navigated my way into the Lily EP folder, and I'm gonna go to the song we're working on, Your Eyes, and then I can go to the version I'm working on and double click it, and now it shows me all the tracks from there. And so let's say I want to get acoustic guitars. It's a whole stack, see? Then I just say, I click all these different things. Do I want the content? Do I want the plugins? What do I want from there? And so when I'm done, then I'll just click add, and it'll go into my session. So anyway, just remember that's a thing that can happen. Okay, so the next thing we do is I have this backing vocal I need to match up the timing with. So I don't have it in tuning mode. I just have it in polyphonic mode. And then what I can do is I can get a tool called Automation Tool. Where are you, Automation Tool? There you are. Wait, Automation Select? No. Flex Tool. I'm sorry. Whoops. Fuck. Flex. Jesus Christ. Try again. Flex Tool. Flex Tool. All right. Now this Flex Tool, rather than, it's kind of like how you can edit in the regular like tuning mode, but you don't have to look at it like this, where it's all it's kind of hard to see what's going on here. So you can just go like this. Now I can see both things perfectly, and I can just move the part that I want to be perfect, like so. Like how far these are. They're quite off. So I'm just gonna grab that there and move it. But here's the thing. If I then switch back to tuning, it will erase all these timing edits that I've made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this timing perfectly, and then I'm going to bounce it in place, and then I'm going to fix the tuning separately. I learned that on the last song. I didn't know that. I also didn't know about this automation tool before. Okay, so I just fixed the timing on this whole track. So I just created a back up here. I created a track alternative. I called it timing print, and now I'm going to do that. So I have all of these regions selected, and I'm just going to press Command Shift 3, Command Option 3, and it just makes it into a brand new track like that. And it should have all of the timing fixes printed on there now. So I'll just double check it now, listen to it, make sure there aren't any glitches, but I can always go back to the one that underneath I have the old, you know, regular thingamajiggy, the original track alternative. So now, anyway, back to timing print. So next I can tune it, and then if the tuning's good, I can also print that. Actually, the first thing I think I'll do with this one is just de-ess it completely, or at least pretty damn much. Even though there's no flamming now because I made all of the consonants perfect, I'm still going to probably just get rid of them for the most part. Oh, so I just went through and turned, chopped every S, like just made a cut next to it. And I'm going to just go through and select them all and then gain them all down at one time. And then see if it sounds natural or good or bad or what. And then that way I can also do a batch fade on everything. Otherwise, you know, you can imagine I would set the gain on everyone individually and the fade on everyone individually, and it would take a lot longer. So I wound up doing something kind of interesting. I took all of the consonants and breaths and put them on a separate track and muted them. And the reason I did that was because it's a bunch of them. There's so many that need to be selected, and it's really, you know, when you're sort of shift selecting all those things, one fuck up and you lose them. So I knew that there was a chance that I would want to process these in a lot of different ways. So I just wanted to be able to keep track of all of them. And it's kind of cool. So now I have a double. I know the idea isn't to have a double, but it's something we can tuck in anywhere we want and not have to worry about any S's or anything. So kind, I must tell him my sad, pathetic. Ooh, I heard a little, yeah. So you can just put it in or out anywhere you want. Since you left, I've been searching for a Band-Aid. Okay, moving right along, I just checked and then printed the pitch to fillers track. And of course it's it's a different playlist, so we can go back. But this is actually, everything I'm doing right now is on a completely different session. So if we like all this vocal, when it's made and done, we can stick it in the other session, or use it at any state where it was left off, like during the Lily mix or whatever. Okay, so now what I do, I have everything tuned, is I'll go through and I'll line up all of the syllables on the backing vocals like this, and then probably what I'll do, like let's say I get that like that, then I'll just wind up selecting all of that, and whoops, I'll select all of that, right? And then I'll just cut it like so, and then wind up either muting or turning those down. But that's just something I can do more quickly, you know. So I'll come over here and stretch that word out, stretch these all out so they end perfectly, you know, and then come to the next part, make sure they all start perfectly. But I made a mistake there. I'm trying to talk and do this. I need to line it up with the lead vocal, not the not whatever backing vocal happens to be sitting there. So that's up here.